Hello, today we're going to be working on page 14 and 15 in our math packets. We're going to be making 6 and 7. And I'm going to be showing you with a 10 frame how you can use a 10 frame that you make out of paper and 10 pennies or less, that you can do this at home. You don't have to have two colored counters. So let me go ahead and get those things out and I'll show you what I'm talking about and we can do this together. Here you can see a 10 frame that I just drew on a piece of paper. I have some pennies here that I'm going to be using to show how I can use this in order to give myself a visual of what I'm working on. We're making 6 and 7 today, and the first example that we're going to do together is making 6. Already they've given us 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in our 10 frame. Let's see if I can get this to focus real quick. Maybe. That would be nice. Come on, focus. There we go. All right, so you can tell if you look closely that those are all heads. You can see the Abraham Lincoln head on your penny there. And so now we need to figure out how many more will we need to put on there to make 6. You're right. I'll need to put one more penny on there to make 6. Now I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Write your numbers on your blanks. Now the next example shows us making 7. We need to make 7. How many are we starting out with? You're right. There's 2. Hopefully you just said 2 and didn't need to touch them and point to them to count them. Now write that on your gray question mark line. We already have 2. What's one way to make 7? 2 and how many more? Well, let's use our pennies to find out. Let's fill it in till we have 7. Now I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I have 7 pennies. How many did I add to the 2 to make 7? I turned them over so I can see the back side of my penny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them have the back side showing. Go ahead and write the number 5 in the white question mark. Draw 5 circles in your 10 frame in order to show 7. All right, so now we have 7. You've written your 5 on there. I'm going to clear my board now, and I'm going to show this to you. The next time, I'm going to show it to you with counters. We've used these in our classroom before, and I have a few of these, and they show up pretty brilliantly on my screen, so I really want to use this one so you can see it really well. You can use the pennies, or you can use quarters, or maybe even dimes, whatever you have at home that you could put in a 10 frame. We need to be making 6, and we already have 3 red counters. So we don't have 6, do we? We do need to add some more. Write 3 in the top line. Do you already know how many more we need to make sure we have 6? Let's see. There's 4. Now we have 5. And now we have 6. With the vibrant colors, it's a little bit easier to see on the screen that 3 and 3 more make 6. Let's go ahead and turn the page and work on page 15. Now, we don't know what we need to make, whether it's going to be 6 or 7. However, we do know how many each color should be. So our first color is going to be red. I'll show you an example, and then I want you to do 2 of them on your own. Here's our first example. We have 4 red and 3 yellow. How many counters do we have? Draw this in your 10 frame so it looks just like mine. You might even want to use 2 different colored markers or crayons to show the differences between the 2. We have 4 and 3. Now looking at that, can you sabotage that? Can you figure out what it is without counting 1 to 1? If you said there's 5 in the top row, 6, 7, that's close to sabotizing. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 counters. So on your paper, write the number 7. How about if we do just one more together? And then you can do the last one by yourself. The next one says that the first color we have has 2 in that group. 2 reds. In the next group, the yellow group, has 4 in that group. Do you know how many counters we have? You probably do. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 counters. Write that in the first blank there. Now I'll let you do the last one by yourself. I hope that you enjoyed working with a 10 frame, making 6 and 7, and knowing that you can use things around the house like pennies or even quarters or dimes or nickels. And if you do have something that's two-sided like our two-color counters, you could use that as well. Keep counting and have a great day.